Welcome to today's video, my future Warzone sniping professionals. This is Cursor here, and I'll be your guide to hitting all those shots that you always desire. First off, go ahead and make sure you're subbed. You click the little bell so you never miss any of this awesome content. Share this video on your Facebook and your Instagram. Also, any critiquing and comments is absolutely welcome. Love to hear from you, see what you like to see next. So first thing, we're going to go over what gun to choose. That's honestly a personal preference depending on what your game style is. If you're shooting over 250 meters, you probably need to go with the HDR. If it's under 250, then the AX50 is going to be your gun. That's just because the bullet velocity of the HDR is so much more and it carries a punch longer. So me personally, I go with the HDR. This is my setup. Monolithic suppressor, keeps you off the map, helps with your velocity. 26.9 HDR Pro, just a perfect match for it. I like the dual thermal scope, just helps me see better. And then I get the 2x zoom, 5 and 12. This stock right here, FTAC Champion, helps with your accuracy quite a bit. I don't run any perks, I don't run the under barrel. I go with the 9-round mag. You can run the tac laser if you want. It does help with your ADS, but that's mainly for quick scoping. Now, as far as the X50, I use the blueprint for the boom sling just because the color of it. Of course, I changed out the suppressor again, and additionally, I added the bipod for more stability and slide hand perk because this gun does reload a little bit slower than the HDR. Now, keep in mind that whenever you see a sniper's glint, that can completely be avoided if you pick a scope that is under the 5 times zoom. So this scope right here will work, and this scope right here will work. Although you don't get to see that far, but it's a perfect match for the X50. Let's take a moment to look over the stats of both guns. This is brought to you by Arcade from his app called Hey Potato. I'll go ahead and drop a link in the description for all y'all to check it out. As you can see, both guns are pretty neck to neck as far as bone stock without attachments. We're not going to go too in depth on it. If you need explanation over what any of this means, go ahead and reach out to me, but I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory. Here's another picture of everything else this awesome app has to offer, so go ahead and download it. It's going to help you with your guns a lot. I know it personally helps me a lot. First off, we need to get some practice. I was not as good as I am until I did so. We'll want to practice in multiplayer due to that mode is more of quick scoping. Also multiplayer, you can pretty much shoot anywhere and they die. That's not the case in Warzone unless you're under 75 meters or they're already low on health. So if you hit anywhere other in the head in Warzone, it takes 3 shots to kill them. So let's go with Plunder, aka Blood Money, to get our practice in. That way you don't spend 5 minutes getting your loadout, just get 3 or 4 good shots in. Go to Blood Money, find a good roof, and have at it. So our first tip is going to be, if you're going to be a sniper, play the sniper part. Pick an operator that is shades of green. You would do no good as a sniper if you're sitting on top of a hill in a red jumpsuit. The objective is to be felt, not be seen. Our second tip to be a great sniper is always keep it moving. Go in and out of your scope. We do this because we do not want to be standing there looking around and getting shot in the head. Additionally, if you're in the scope for more than 5 seconds, you'll make a glint that can be seen all the way across the map. So the way we do this is we find our targets without hard scoping. Then you put your crosshairs on them, hold breath, and adjust as needed. After that, let the bullet go and watch your results. As you see from my shots, this should be one fluid motion. Our next tip, once you take a shot, find a new angle. That way, if they did see you, they're not looking where you are, they're looking where you used to be. There's always a sniper out there that's better than you that can pick you off if you miss that shot, so be careful. Next will be leading your shots. Now it's as hard to hit a moving target. If they're within 100 meters, you can put your crosshairs on them, just an extra head in front of them, should take them out. If they're more than that, it will be a body's length that you're going to have to aim in front of them. But always ping your shot and watch your bullet. That way next time you can remember the distance and how far you're going to need to aim ahead. And also, once you ping them, if they run through trees or behind some bushes, you can see where they're going or where they're going to be next. This is the simplest tactic, how you aim at your enemy when they're just standing there. If they're within 100 meters, just aim for the head and they'll go down. Now on the other hand, if they're over 200 meters, then you aim half a head above where their actual head is. And you keep going up half a head for every 100 meters they are away when you get over 200 meters. Now we're going to go over some tactics I use to kill whole teams. If you're looking at a squad of people, you always take the one furthest from cover, so the others have to get him and expose themselves, and then you got more people to snatch their soul with your bullet. Unless one of them's looking at you, then you always take that guy first. It'll cause the others to panic, and very often they'll just hit the ground with the absolutely terrible cover. So many people down the first person and then kill him right away. You don't always have to do that. Quite often, I'll down a guy, rotate around, and use him as bait until the teammates come to pick him up. And then I have a whole squad wipe lined up right for me. Another great tactic. If you down a person and you know there's teammates but you can't see them, immediately follow it up with some sort of airstrike. That way, either you kill them all or they all panic out of that cover. Now let's say you find the perfect roof. You're feeling good about where you are. The absolute worst thing you can do is stay in that scope the entire time. If someone comes up on the roof right behind you and kills you. I'll let you know right now, there's nothing more heartbreaking than that. So always be sure to check around you. Maybe plant something at the door. In worst case scenario, know exactly where you're going to jump off that building and where you can land to safely get away. Now keep in mind, every one of these shots you've seen is completely situational. You will see somewhere, of course, everyone loves going for the head. That's mainly what I go for. But there's also some clips where I go for the chest because I know the head is just impossible to get. If they're bobbing and weaving, don't get stuck on it. Hit them in the chest, you'll still take them down most of the time. That's just about all the tips I have right now. If you like this video, go ahead and share it for me so we can get some like-minded people together. Now, on a side note, if you have some gameplay that you feel like you need reviewed and you would like some help on, I'll be more than happy. Just drop me a comment, send a link to my email. That's absolutely fine. It doesn't have to be sniper related. And with your permission, I'll post it. That way we can help others. As always, take care. Enjoy the rest of these clips.
Ooh, shoot him.
Fuck the people on the roof. They ain't doing nothing. That's what they're doing. See, look at that. Next to headshot. Boom.
Nice.
That easy. Bada bing, bada boom. You could have been down.
They stopped on the fucking cars coming behind us. Never mind, took off.
Oh!
Where's he at?
There's one on top of the roof I took. Hey, I got guys behind us.
Go ahead. Yep, where at?
Got one down.
Yep, I see him.
Laser two. Oh, watch out, watch out.
One backside.
There is someone.
We got two guys running cold blood up here.
Enemy UAV overhead. I'll take care of it.
Right there.
There are 24 enemies.
You got
still
shields?
out there. Kill 'em all.
He's down.
Yeah.
There goes some shields off in there behind you.
Out.
Gas is moving.
Let him. Oh, my bad.
Contact.
Here.
They just dropped in.
No, I only need one, bro. Do we have ammunition for anybody?
Got one down. So,
we don't.
George, rocket launcher right there.
Bro, I ran out of them.
Got him. Team white.